Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now the vast majority of my knife collection, and more specifically my fixed blade knife collection, well, they're pretty much production models. But every now and then I do get my hands on customs, and for the most part, the customs that I have been able to get my hands on, well, they were kind of already pre-configured. The knives were already sort of made the way they were. I didn't get to pick all the features and everything about them, but, well, a little while back I did manage to order my very first fully customized knife. This here in my hands, this is the Dirk Pinkerton Razorback Bowie. I picked everything about this, from the steel, the grind, the length, the handles, the overall just aesthetic was 100% mine. And well, today I get that opportunity again. I have ordered myself my second fully customized knife, this one here from Julio Diez. And for me, one of the most important parts, it's really supporting the maker, supporting the small business, the people in the industry, people whose blades I've just been watching being made from time to time and just looking at them saying, you know what, I want to support that individual. I want to support their business. It's important to make sure they're successful and they keep things moving forward for their families, for their careers, and for the industry. So when you can get your hands on a custom, it has a lot of really great things riding on it. It's not just all about the knife. Now, Diez knives started life in, at least for me, 710 Customs. If you're not familiar, this here, a 710s Custom Kydex sheath with this beautiful leather backer. This is how I found out about Julio Diez back when I got this awesome sheath for my Becker BK9. And it really turned me on to his work. I've been watching him ever since. And in today's video, I have now been able to purchase a fully custom model from him. This is Julio's newest model. I'm extremely excited to break this out of the package. But with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to Julio Diez and his beautiful work. I am very much looking forward to this. And so, as I mentioned today, getting into unboxing this custom. Now, you may be familiar with Julio's work. He has a number of production models sort of out in different lineups. I happen to have here the Condor Tool and Knife Plan A Bowie. I did take a look at this in a prior video, just a phenomenal model. I love this knife. It is absolutely sick. A little bit bigger from what we're going to look at today. As you look at this package here and I break it out, smaller knife, smaller model, but something I'm going to literally be able to use as my EDC and everyday carry, a beautiful belt knife. With that said, let's get into this. Now, if you've never ordered a fully customized knife, it is a pure joy. The process itself is extremely exciting, just very, very enjoyable for a few reasons. First and foremost, well, it's really a collaboration between you and the maker. That is definitely the first thing that I have come to greatly enjoy about the process. The idea being that, well, at the end of it all, the maker has his model, but you get to put your sort of taste, your touch, what you like into it. And that's exactly what we have here. So as we break this out of the package, again, this is Julio's newest model. You can see here, very well packaged, very carefully done. And I'm just trying to be very mindful of what's going on here. You never know what these guys slip into the package. So here, Diez knives. Ooh, this one's awesome. This is beautiful. I like that quite a bit. Very stylish and just a real nice texture. That's a high quality sticker here. Very, very nice. So very cool. This will go on my mirror for sure. But here, as we open this up, this again, Julio's newest model. This is the Contigo. Fully outfit. Woo! With this gorgeous leather sheath. Everything here just phenomenal. So this here, the Contigo, a very nice, and I would say belt worthy, certainly, but EDC friendly fixed blade. And just be very careful here, a very firm fit. And as we break this out, so here, the Contigo, again, a very small fixed blade knife, not too small, but you know, good fit, awesome fit in the hands. Wow, about as good as you could ask for in terms of comfort. Phenomenal, full four-fingered grip there. You can see plenty of handle. And the interesting thing about this, again, I picked everything about this. Now, Julio does use A2 steel. So this is A2 tool steel, which is a great choice. I have a couple of knives in A2. In fact, a couple LT Wrights that have performed extremely well. A couple Battle Horse knives, which have performed extremely well. And here with the A2. And nice that it comes with little polishing cloth right away. You can see nicely oiled just to protect the blade. So as we take a look at this in detail, subtly sharpened spine, so you could definitely do some scraping, a little bit of work. My plan for this is going to be my dinner knife every single night. For me, I really wanted something that I would just use and use constantly. I'm looking for something that'll do basic food prep and then nice, simple camp tasks. So everything from, you know, feather sticks and getting my fire started. This is something I could use literally every single day. I could put it in my backpack. I could put it in my EDC carry. I could put this on my belt when I'm going on nice little camp tasks. I mean, imagine how perfectly sized this is for just a general small camp knife. Absolutely fantastic. Pair this up with an axe, pair this up with a saw, pair it up with a chopper. You're ready to go. So getting into a little more detail, let me just go wash this up real quick so we can take a look at it in fine detail. And so here, cleaned up, first things first, this is roughly a 3 3/4 inch blade length. In terms of the cutting edge, has a nice little sharpening choil, which I am a big fan. As you look at the spine here, it's approximately, I'd say, a 5/32 inch thick stock, which is just perfect for a knife of this size. Subtle drop point design, nice big belly here, nice high saber grind, which I'm a huge fan. These beautiful satin flats into an extremely polished secondary bevel. Thick enough that it's going to be durable, yet thin enough. This should be a fantastic slicer. I can't tell, but I do feel like that's actually convexed on the edge. And then you can see this really neat, almost blasted look on the flats with that awesome logo. So the Diez logo there, phenomenal. Now this is where things really get interesting. And remember, I got to pick all the details. This handle is first and foremost, of course, a full tang design, but this handle is made with what's called cow carta. And when I say cow carta, this is leather stacked micarta. So literally grippy when you grab this. It is literally stacked leather micarta. So you get that awesome smooth texture, yet grippy at the same time. It's really, really neat, and I love that. I asked for oversized orange liners. And the other thing is I wanted them to be stepped off of the tang so that you got that nice side profile, which you definitely do in this case. So leveraging the black G10, nice thick black G10 up against the tang gives you some separation. The awesome orange pop there. And then just tying in with those orange G10 pins, the orange G10 lanyard tube, phenomenal, just fantastic. But to me, and as nice as the knife is, you really have to look at the leather work. This is what really turned me on to Julio Diez in the first place back at 710 Customs and now Diez Knives. This leather work just so beautiful. Super subtle, wet formed, this nice pouch sheath This was really wet formed for me for right-hand carry, but it could certainly be ambidextrous, which is awesome. The perfect stitching all the way around, just gorgeous welting, and you can see the two-tone mottled finish. That was something that I asked for, so the black around the outside, and then the tooled mottled brown in the middle. Oh, just tasty, and really rounding out this absolutely gorgeous package. This will only weather with age. I can't wait to put it on my belt. I'm absolutely excited about everything in the way this turned out. Just the stamping and the tooling and the nice work across the board. Julio Diez doing a phenomenal job with this Contigo. Now, Julio Diez, a USA knife maker. That's the first thing, all US sourced materials, which is awesome. And the micarta, interestingly, as much as it's interesting being cow carta, Julio Diez makes it himself. So not only is the craftsmanship there through the entire blade, through the sheath, but even through the handle materials, which he makes himself. So very, very cool. And so again, for me, somebody who just loves the larger camp knives, something that's gonna chop, split, baton, just pry, do all those harder tasks, there's something refreshing about just getting this nice size, just perfectly indexing, comfortable, just belt knife. The quintessential belt knife. And I know a lot of people would say you should have gone 5 inches. For me, 3 3/4, more than enough blade length for most of the stuff I'm realistically going to do. And this fits so nicely and effortlessly into the sheath. It's a nice thin package, fits on my belt, nice simple loop. Kind of disappears a little bit. I can slide it in my front pocket. It can go in my backpack. This can be with me at all times. So the bottom line is, for me, I really wanted something that kind of strayed away from what I've been doing in the past. I wanted something that was going to be in everyday use. And I also wanted Julio's newest model. So you put all that together, that's how I landed on the Contigo, and I couldn't be any happier. So Julio Diez, fantastic work. And for the rest of you, if you are interested in Julio's work, take a look at the links below where you can find all the details. On top of that, pay attention to his collaborations. So the work that he's doing, first and foremost with Condor. Next, pay attention to the work with Work Tough Gear. Some fantastic models. The Apex coming out very soon. That's an incredible model if you want that chopper. But in the meantime, for me, getting to enjoy this Contigo, just hanging out. Again, it's sort of like my little buddy, and I think if you looked at Contigo, well, that means with you. And that's the exact perfect thing I was looking for. That knife that's just with you. I absolutely love this. So Julio, thank you very much. And again, for the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor, take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on my tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there, so if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.